Koland, Principal, NGSM Institute of Pharmaceutical Science, NITE deemed to be university. Professor Dr. Marina Koland has worked as a teaching faculty at NGSM Institute of Pharmaceutical Science for 30 years and has engaged in research and guiding PG students in pharmaceutics for 27 years. She has also guided 7 candidates so far in their PhD dissertation. She has completed 4 research projects funded by the NITE deemed to be university, Mangalore, and is currently working on the 5th project.
She has completed her B.Pharm from College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Medical College, Trivandrum, M.Pharm College of Pharmacy, Manipal, PhD at JHS, Bangalore. Her area of specialization are pharmaceutical technology, novel drug delivery, nanoparticulate and microparticulate drug delivery. She has published 70 research papers in peer-reviewed journals, and she also published the 3 Government of India patent and 1 patent was granted.
It is our honor to invite Dr. Marina Koland, Principal of NGSM IPS, NITE deemed to be university, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. The Principal of PA College of Pharmacy, Dr. Salimullah Khan, Dr. Saeed Amin, and Dr. Mubin and the other teaching faculties seated on the dais, and dear students, and of course the other faculty also. First of all, let me wish you a very happy International Women's Day. So first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Salimullah Khan for inviting me as chief guest, and I thank you that I had the opportunity to come to this college for the first time and see the beautiful campus. Thank you. So International Women's Day, as you know, is a day dedicated to the recognizing of the achievements and contributions by women in all phases, that is in all the fields, and also to promote gender equality. In fact, this day is also meant to focus on issues such as reproductive rights, violence, and even abuse against women. Actually, International Women's Day, it has been celebrated for many years now. But earlier on, that is in the early 19th century, there was no specific date set for celebrating this particular, what should I say, a particular celebration. However, later on, that is under the United Nations, they managed to designate an official day, that is March 8th, for observing International Women's Day. So briefly regarding the history of International Women's Day, as I said, there was no set date. Usually it would be celebrated in February, that is late February or early March, and different countries celebrated at different times. In fact, the first International Women's Day was celebrated on March 19, not March 8, March 19 in 1911 by some of the European countries such as Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, and there was a reason for this. This day was actually celebrated by hordes of women, millions of women. They were actually protesting. You can't call it a celebration. They were protesting for certain rights. They were in fact protesting for equal rights, that is voting rights. They were, They were also protesting for against sexual discrimination in employment, for public office. So you see, the earlier Women's Day celebration were not at all about celebration. They were mostly protests and demonstrations. It was much later, because of the major corporations who are involved, for example, cosmetic companies who were promoting Women's Day purely for the sake of commercialization and not for promoting gender equality. So the United Nations first celebrated International Women's Day actually in 1975, and that year was known as the International Year of Women. However, after discussion with the member countries, they designated officially as March 8 as the International Women's Day, and this happened in 1977. Since then, this was the day followed by all the countries, and as I told you earlier, this day was about not just celebration, but for women to raise various issues So they raise issues against the various types of discrimination that took place. It is also, it brings into focus the challenges that women had to face, not only those days, even today. And it reminds us what are the steps we need to take to promote gender equality. So today, women have made remarkable progress in various sectors. For example, in education, in politics, whether it is science or business. And today, a woman is not just a daughter, a mother, or a wife. She is also a lawyer, a politician. She's she's a doctor. She's even a pilot. So there are so many roles that women can play today. In fact, I don't think there is hardly any role left for women to fill which they cannot compete with men. I'm sure you would all agree with this. So, however, in spite of this, many women still face discrimination today. And this is not just in our country, even in Western countries such as the US, they still face problems. For example, not getting equal pay. Women not getting the same pay as men. This happens in many cities in the US even today. And in India, it is still worse. I'm sure you know about it. We still have very big issues with respect to gender equality. We also have other issues, for example, child marriage, the girl child marriage, the girl child abuse, also sexual harassment, domestic abuse. These are all issues where women are very badly affected. So this is a very serious issue which has not improved over the years. And in fact, one of the factors that is responsible for this problem is, I should say, men's attitude. This is one of the problems. Men's attitude and mindset is one of the reasons. See, as of today, men think that they are more privileged than women. So because of that mindset, they treat women not on equal basis. So this mindset has to change. I'm sure you know that. This mindset comes right from a very young age. They have been taught, they have been shown by immediate family members that women are not on par with men. So this happens, and it is only when these things change, when the mindset changes, when men view women on an equal basis, then only we can solve the problem of gender bias. Otherwise, this problem is going to persist for some more time. So as you see, if this has to change, the family has to change so that men's mindset set can also change. And it is not that women don't have to do anything about it. Yes, we also have an important role to play. It is our responsibility to ensure that we create a society that ensures that women have equal opportunities and that they have every right to respect and dignity. So the theme of this year's International Women's Year is actually accelerate action. So what do you mean by accelerate action? See, what happens is now we are carrying on various measures to improve gender equality. So these measures are taking place at a very slow pace. In fact, according to the World Economic Forum, it will take until the year 2158, that means that is 5 generations away, for gender parity. Gender parity means gender equality to be reached. So that is a very long way off. Does that mean as women we still have to suffer problems with respect to gender equality? No, some things can be done, and that is what International Women's Day is trying to say, that accelerate action means we have to find ways of accelerating strategies that will enhance women's equality or gender equality. So accelerate action it means that it emphasizes the need to accelerate activities, strategies that helps to improve and reduce the bias on gender equality. So some of the strategies I could just name them. One is promoting women's economic empowerment. So this means jobs for women on equal status as men, supporting women and girls into leadership roles, decision making, business, and in STEM. STEM is obviously science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In these areas also, women should be given equal roles, and that is happening nowadays. It's not that it is what you call repressed. So helping women and girls make informed decision about their health, which is also important. So women have to be healthy so that they can take stronger roles. So we have to place importance on women's health. Then providing women and girls with access to quality education and training. This is also very important. So women have to be trained well. They should have the necessary education so that they can compete with women or be on equal status with men. Elevating women and girls' participation and achievement in sports. So that is also another area. Today we have sports events where women are actively participating, but this should improve further. Then promoting creative and artistic talent of women and girls. So as we know, girls have a lot of talents which should be put more on display, and that is also important to improve the mental health and growth. Then addressing further areas supporting the advancement of women and girls, that is other areas other than those which I have mentioned before. So considering all these strategies, it means that there are ways by which we can improve the problems related to women today, and so that these days we can, the protests and demonstrations that were required earlier, the need for them would become lesser and lesser. But it's not going to go away completely, so we need to face these issues. So until then, let us try to make the best use of whatever opportunities are given to us, and we should be able to strive and achieve our goals. So once again, thank you, and again let me wish you all a happy International Women's Day.